What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Roo Studios, and check me out. I have been busy in the nether, mining out. I'm at level 12 now in my nether hub, and all these tunnels that I've been building, you can see behind me and over here. I actually used TNT to explode it out before I designed the area, and the reason I did that is to get all the netherite, all the ancient debris. All right, and I got enough to make myself to bomb myself up with all my armor. So I'm in super god mode now, which is awesome. So if you look at my inventory, all my tools, everything is bombed up, all the enchantments, and I'm ready to go. Quick tour of this before we get into what I really want to get on with. This is much. I've done a lot more progress into these tunnel systems now. That's the main portal back to the overworld. This little gadget here is basically a basalt generator. So we knock one, it lands on soul sand, hits the ice, or the lava lands on soul sand, hits the ice, and turns into basalt. So that's a pretty easy way of doing it. It's a bit like a cobblestone generator, just using some different mechanics. Down here is the way to the end portal. Oop, got me. Got to be careful here because this lava is open. You landed one of those things, you'll end up dying. So, haven't quite finished out the holes in here, but yeah, I'll get that done. And I've just noticed I've messed up a little. It's supposed to be a chiseled netherite block there, so I have to fix that. I won't fly yet. Maybe it's something I did in the other tunnel. So moving right along down this end of the tunnel, swinging around. Oh. Right, notice I've got some. This is the final design basically. So lava in there, the netherite, chiseled netherite block, which I reckon looks really cool. It lights the place up nicely, and we can move along. And we get mobs spawning down here, but you just fly past them. This little hub here, this little spot here, if we look up, is our flight access into the nether. So we can fly up into the nether. And oh look, there we have a nether fort. It's the reason I put it there, and we can get back down again easy enough anyway. So right in the middle of some lava, so took a lot of potions to get that sorted out. And down here is just another portal to an ice biome, so I can get ice just in there. Again, not quite finished yet, and I'll get those up. That's all off camera stuff, so I'll get all that done. So that's the port, and basically what I'll do is as I find a biome that I need to, I'll just extend this hub to where I need to go, and move along. And the fact that we can fly in here is really cool. So what are we going to get on with today? Well, today is all about two things. If I've got the time, I should have the time because I do time lapses. Quick. One is the iron farm. I've got to get the iron farm done, and I've been over the last week or two. I've been gathering resources and trying to get all the bits and pieces together. Hopefully, I've got everything I need. If you see in a minute, yeah, see down there, I've been getting warped stems, which is the color design for the palette that I've used for my whole base. Oh, and I just got this one, and basically. Been gathering stone so I can make bricks and all the rest of it. So yeah, hopefully I'll have enough to get this done, and I'll land here. So this is the start of the iron farm. Okay, the main part is the cobblestone to cobblestone. The outside is basically the building decoration. So from one side of cobblestone to the other side of cobblestone is 21 blocks. Now this is a little bit wider than than the old style iron farms, you know, the one where you had with all the villages outside in little pods with doors all the way around. I don't know who made that. That wasn't a design I made. I just used it and developed it and added to it. And I've used that same design and just developed it to the new mechanics. And I've also made it 21 wide because the center is now 3x3. Because what I found is even though a 2x2 opening will let a golem through, if you get too many spawn there, they tend to jam each other and clog each other up. So a 3x3 hole works quite well. So this bottom area here. This is where the villages will sit. So there'll be beds, the beds in there, and the village will sit on top of that, and that'll be glassed up. There'll be a zombie here. Now I think it was Zoomovoid that mentioned the distance between the zombie and the villagers. For a zombie is around about 8 blocks, and I think this is 7 all up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 blocks all up. So it should be enough to scare both villages. Both groups are more than 10 blocks apart, so they'll actually spawn separate iron golems on each of those. And I've done the same on what I've done this side. I've done on this side here. Now this will all be closed up eventually, as you'll see, because once I get everything done, we go downstairs here. This is the redstone area, and this is where I'll start the building here. So I'll show you what I've done here, and there'll be redstone there, and there'll be trapdoors up there to hide the zombies from the villagers, so they can relax a little bit and do whatever they need to do. All right, so without wasting too much more time, let's get stuck into it. So first thing I'm going to do is get a couple of hoppers. Look at that, I don't have a stack of items. I might use redstone for now, maybe replace it later. Let's get the comparators, 2 comparators. I'm going to need some blocks. Wouldn't read of it. After saying I've prepared, and the very first thing I need, I don't have. Okay, so I've got some dirt there. Dirt will go in the hopper. So this is going to be a simple. Now not my design. I don't know if it's an ethos clock or a Dockham clock, but it's a clock I use all the time to if I want to set times on things. Yeah, so this is going to be a continual timer, so it'll go on and off continually, and I'll show you a quick difference between the two once I get it built. So 2 hoppers facing into each other. We're going to put a bit of dirt in there, and basically the dirt's going to flick backwards and forwards as it usually does. And comparator there and a comparator there. We then get a I'll use the basalt for now. Block there, block there. Just duck in and grab our pistons and a little bit of redstone. Where are we? There we are. So I want 2 pistons, a couple of bits of redstone, and a block. Alright, so piston there, redstone block there, and just to get this going, one there and one there. Now, all that's happening now is that's sending everything into this hopper, which can't actually send anything back because the redstone's on it. But once that's empty, this signal goes off and the piston closes off and will actually pull the block back. And the reason I say pull it back is because both of them at the same time this will go on because there's a redstone signal here. See, there it goes there. So it just keeps moving like that about every 30 seconds. That'll just keep flicking side to side. To change it to a timer switch that automatically goes off, all you do is replace one of these sticky pistons with a normal piston. Okay, and it'll stop. And then you need a redstone signal to activate it all. All right, so from here, all we need to do is get a bit of redstone and what do we need? We need torches, a heap of redstone, repeaters. And all we're going to do is run a signal up underneath these blocks here on both sides. So they're there and the same on the other side. So I might do this from upstairs. And this is all mechanics just to raise and lower the trapdoors to hide the zombie from the villagers. Now a lot of people use pistons and pop villagers up, so pop zombies up to scare them, like a bit of a jack in the box and all the rest, which is okay, it all works. Remember, I just developed this as a further progression from the old iron farm. So repeaters on the bottom there. Probably don't need repeaters per se, but it just gives me the signal I want. I'm a bit old school when it comes to that. I'll probably have to do a little bit more learning and figure that out. I could do it cheaper, I suppose. But hey, when you've got the resources, why not? Alright, so from here, did I put them down that side as well? That side, I missed this side. There, and there. And now we just lay out Now make sure we don't touch that that redstone signal there, so it's got to be a block away. So there, heading down this way. Probably going to need a repeater about there somewhere. Just do that, I think, like that. Going up this way. That's good. There we go. That's that signal done. And then this way, oop. That'll be a little bit expensive. I might put a repeater here. Maybe that'll get both of them done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It should be enough. If not, I might just put a repeater here just for the hell of it. I've got enough repeaters there. Yeah. There we go. That turns everything on. Okay. So that's going to keep going on and off for it, and that's about all the redstone you need. So it's a pretty straightforward system. Timer, hopper timer, and this turns the signal on and off for you. Okay, so let's just put all that away. And let's move upstairs and get the top bit done. So the top section here, I can actually close this in now. I might actually do that right now. Just give me a sec. Don't need to have those here anymore. And the way this works, the way I've got this working now, is I use some trapdoors and I place them just there, like so. If I can get this one before it goes. There, there, and there. You can come back up again. Now, the zombie sits in here, and every 30 seconds a trapdoor goes down, and it surprises the villagers in the end there. You know, just give it a sec. There you go. Drops down, villagers get scared, run around, spawn an iron golem, and we get farms. Every 30 seconds that just pops up again, calms it down, and we just keep going. So I'm going to keep going with that, and once I get these done, I'll explain what I've done with the villagers. Okay, so we've got the beds. We put a bed there. Okay, let's fix this up. I hate items that don't stack. It's just so annoying. But we'll survive. Bed there, there, and there. And there, there. Now I did a little bit of testing in the creative world, because when I first did this, the indication was that they needed workbenches. I haven't actually built that wall out. And so I did a little research and you know, checked a few forums and people, and it turns out you don't actually need a workstation for them to actually spawn iron golems. So I did a bit of testing, and that was true. I did a level with workbenches and one without, and it made no difference. They still spawned iron golems for us, which is good. So the bed's there. I'll put a bit of glass here. I'll leave that open so I can get the villagers in. And this section here, this will be the roof of the next level. Okay. And what I do is to stop, where do I put them? To stop any little baby zombies coming in, I just put a trapdoor there. Okay, now nothing can get into the village there, but they can still see the zombie when they get in there and they start panicking. All right, so I'm going to go in with that, get all that done, and then I'll start bringing the villagers up. Okay, so I've got everything set up. And now I'll put these blocks here because once I start bringing villagers up and I get the zombies in, I don't want to actually scare them until I'm absolutely ready, because I haven't actually set up the killing zone for the iron golems. I haven't set up the collection platform for the iron golems or any of that sort of stuff yet. So I'm just going to protect everything from everyone until such time as I'm ready for iron golems to actually spawn. So just going to duck down now and grab my first villager. I've got a railway line set up, and he's going to farm me straight into here. The line goes down to my breeding farm you may have seen before. Let me just kill this creeper. Last thing I want is to get blown up by a creeper halfway through a video. Okay, so if you remember, that was where I got my villager trading stuff happening. And now, time to get to the rest of these fellas. Oh, come on. Don't wreck it for me now. There we go. And you, if I send him up, he should end up straight into the area where I need him to go. So I'll walk up with him. I'll save my rockets and I'll walk up with him. Okay, there he is. He's in there. So now if I go F3B, grab the hitboxes, and if I break the thing, he's going straight to sleep. Good on him. He's a bit tired, was he? He won't get out of here because he can't actually. A, you can't get past the rail line. B, you can't get past the trapdoor, which is a bonus. So I'll start getting that. So that's all I'm going to do. And all I do is I get 3 in there, close it off, move the rail line, 3 in there, close it off, and all the way around. So I'll be back in a second. You'll see it all with all the villagers in there. Oof! It's minecart right on top of his head. Now look, even without a villager, they've spawned an iron golem. That's just crazy. Okay, what were they scared of? What scared you guys? Did I say boo or something? What's going on? Okay, so all the villagers are in place. It wasn't too difficult. So there's 3 in each area. So each of these, once the zombie scares them, they'll each spawn a zombie. An iron golem for me. So, which is pretty cool. Hopefully it should all be working fine. I don't know if one zombie links the 2 villages together. I've never heard of that happening. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So, and from all testing I've seen, I can get on average around about 3 iron golems every time they get scared. So, yeah, it should be pretty good. So the next trick is to get the zombies into here somehow. Yeah, so may have to put some. I may put them through here. I would like to get them on this rail line because there's an iron golem upstairs, and if I try and drop him in, he'll just come and kill them all. So I might try and get him in this way. I'll need to get some tags first. But what I need to do first is I need to set up the killing area. In here will be where the golems drop down, and I'm just going to have a lava one. I'm not as savvy as the hermit crafters with like Tango Tech killing him in all different ways. I'm just sitting with the lava at this stage. Maybe later I'll do something different with him. And I'm going to put just a lava drop and a collection point in here. Eventually, I'm going to have a great big structure down underneath here, going out to the ocean where there's ships and ports and gold and stores and all sorts of stuff in here. So that's be part of the build. So at the moment, I'm just going to put some hoppers down and some chests down, so I can get this thing programmed. Okay, so this is basically the setup. Nothing too fancy. Just hoppers going into the chest. So there's 3 rows, each going to individual chests there. Not too concerned about collecting and organising just yet. That'll happen very, very soon. What I need is iron though, because I need to get to the next stage of my game, and that is getting myself a beacon. So all I've got to do now is put the lava on each corner. So one there and one there, and that's it. When they drop down, they'll die. They'll drop their goods into the hoppers, and we'll be all sweet and happy. And I might just drop this all the way down, just so the lava doesn't burn out my floor. Hopefully. Like so. Put some there. Hopefully that should be right there. We can open our chests. All good. So next stage is I might go get some tags because I need to get some zombies. It's night time now, so hopefully I can attract some zombies into a minecart somewhere and get them all happening. 15 for a tag. We'd do better than that. I must develop these things a little bit further. These fellas a little bit further. 10. they're starting to get a bit more expensive now. So I need to do a bit of work on these fellas and bring their prices down. Now here's a little trick for you. Usually only costs one XP to name a tag, but did you know that you can throw 64 of them in there, name them all the same, and it still only costs you 1 XP. So that's pretty cool. And I just lost my anvil. Cool, that's funny. Okay, so now the trick is get some zombies up here, get them into a minecart, and get them into those holes. Okay, welcome everybody. This is Bob. All right, he's my first zombie. Took a while. I mean, I had to wait to get dark, and then all of a sudden, creepers were in the way and skeletons in the way. Then as soon as I found this fella and started attracting him up, all the phantoms started coming and attacking me. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to keep this going. So, Bob's the first one. So I could, in theory, now, but I haven't set up the top yet. Knock these blocks down and scare these villagers, and we'll start having iron golems. And I might just do that initially, because this is basically the setup. You've got a zombie here, villagers either side, and the trapdoors pop up and down every now and again to scare them, and they spawn iron golems. So what I might do is go through to a time lapse and get this whole project finished, so you can see, and I can take you a walkthrough for the whole thing, because I've got a couple of layers. I've got another layer to do on top of this yet, and a few bits more to go. So that's about the sum of it. So a simple iron golem farm is right there, basically. And you can put your platforms in, you can have your killing any way you like. So, but just bear in mind, mine's big and it's decorative, and I'm not here to make things most efficient and best. This is just an evolving of the old iron farm into the new mechanics. Okay, so and I still get a lot of iron out of this. So I'll go to do a time lapse, and we'll see you on the other side of the time lapse. My time lapse recording crashed on me. It was a pretty long recording, and I think I may have a USB stick that's only formatted to a low capacity file size. So I'll fix that up for the next time lapse. But there it is. There's my iron farm in its entirety, all built up and laid up. There's a few little tweaks I've got to do. If you look at the little apexes there, I've got to put some square blocks in, and it's basically finish off the roof lining and just address a few little things. But it is pretty much completed. Getting tons of iron, so let's go and have a quick tour of it. I did make a little change to the design to improve the mechanics a little bit, and I'll show you that in just a sec. But if we just head down here, you'll see there's our iron golems burning away. We're getting heaps of iron out of it, which is really cool. You should see another one drop pretty soon, but they're all in there. And heading up into the top, there's 2 layers of it now. So I'll just head up here. So the little building there was where I caught my zombies. Basically, I walked them up through the hole. Actually, let's just go down and show that to you. Basically, I walked them up here. So they followed me up here. Stepped down. As soon as I jumped in, closed the trapdoor, and basically pushed a minecart in there and hit him with a tag, and then took him up through the rails up the top here. So I'll go to the top one. They'll fly up there. I've got enough rockets. So there they are there, and when I put them in here, I basically put a trap door there, so when I had this block missing, they couldn't get out, and I just broke the minecart from there. Now they get scared here, so they'll produce a iron golem bomb. I might turn these into, put glass in here instead of cobblestone, so we can see what's going on there. I will leave these open, and I'm going to put a bridge across to the next building, which is going to be over there somewhere. But one thing I did notice, this little fella, when I broke it, he pinched my minecart. So give me my minecart back. He took it on me. I had to make another one. It's okay now. I've got plenty of iron. So one thing I did notice, it's an 8-block limit for the zombies, for the villagers to get scared by the zombies. And I had 7 blocks from the glass to the zombie, which meant the foot of the bed was block 8. But if the villagers stood at the head of the bed, they weren't getting scared. So I actually had to bring these ones in one more block. So if you notice between the glass and the zombie, there's 1, 2, 3 blocks. Okay, they get scared now the whole time, and they'll always spawn iron golems there. So that was just a little feature I noticed when I was building this, especially if we go down to the bottom level one. Okay, there's 4 blocks there. All right, and if they stand at the top of the bed, they don't get scared. All right, so I've got to move. Eventually, I'll move these in one block, so they always get scared. They're still 10 blocks apart, so the numbers are still okay. So between this village cluster and that village cluster over there, still over 10 blocks. They will always stay within the 8 block radius of the zombie, so they'll always get scared. And these fellas, away from the fellas up top, is over 10 blocks as well. So they don't clash with the fellas up top. So you'll always have iron golems spawning in this area, as well as spawning in the one up above. So every 30 seconds, I should get around about 7 to 8 iron golems every 30 seconds, which is not bad numbers when you consider it. And that's how that's built there. This will all come down eventually, and I'll dress it all up so that it all looks incorporated as part of the base build. So just a quick fly around. So there she is, an iron farm built into the base design, whole base structure. I reckon it looks pretty good. I was quite impressed with it actually. I was quite happy. It took me a few days to sort of come up with a design that I liked. Again, I still got a little bit of dressing up on it to do, and I'll do that off camera, and you'll see some designs for it. So yeah, she's looking pretty good. And yeah, that's my iron golem farm working. So I'm square with iron, which means I can make a base for my beacon. And that's about it for me this episode. If you do like this series, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out greatly. A lot of people watch videos, but they don't subscribe, and it just takes a click of a button to help someone, and you'll always get notifications of when things are happening. So yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.